Thank you to Thunderbird Perch for making this video possible. What's something people don't know about the Puritan roots of extermination? The arrival of European settlers in North America marked a dark chapter for Native Americans. Driven by a belief system that saw themselves as chosen by God, many early colonists embarked on a campaign of displacement and extermination. This mindset led to horrific acts like the Pequot Massacre of 1637. English settlers and their allies slaughtered hundreds of Pequot men, women, and children. This event set a dangerous precedent for future interactions. Violence and disregard for indigenous life became tragically commonplace. Justifications were rooted in religious fervor and racial superiority. Figures like Cotton Mather celebrated the killing of Native Americans, believing it cleared the way for divinely ordained colonies. Benjamin Franklin saw the destruction of Native Americans as part of a divine plan. These beliefs permeated colonial society, creating a climate where extermination was seen as necessary. Pequot Massacre foreshadowed ongoing violence. It established a pattern of brutality and disregard for treaty rights. The extermination of Native Americans became a tragic reality in the pursuit of westward expansion. As European colonies expanded across North America, the drive to acquire land and resources intensified, leading to increasingly brutal methods of displacing and eliminating Native American populations. One of the most abhorrent practices employed was the institution of scalp bounties. Starting as early as 1641 in New Netherlands, colonial governments offered financial rewards for the scalps of Native Americans, effectively placing a price on their lives. This gruesome practice, driven by a desire to eradicate Native American resistance and clear the land for settlement, incentivized the killing of indigenous men, women, and children, turning acts of unspeakable violence into a profitable enterprise. The use of scalp bounties represented a horrifying descent into barbarity, reducing human life to mere commodities in the pursuit of territorial expansion. It fueled a climate of fear and distrust, turning neighbor against neighbor and pushing Native American communities to the brink of survival. The bounties were not merely acts of war, but instruments of genocide, designed to systematically eliminate entire populations perceived as obstacles to the settlers' ambitions. The legacy of scalp bounties serves as a chilling reminder of the depths of cruelty inflicted upon Native Americans during the era of colonization. This practice, driven by greed and a profound disregard for human life, stands as a stark indictment of the brutal policies employed to achieve westward expansion. The scars left by this period of state-sanctioned violence continue to haunt the relationship between the United States and Native American communities to this day. The expansion of the United States westward was marked by forced removals, uprooting Native American nations from their ancestral lands and driving them into inhospitable territories. These removals, under the guise of assimilation, were ethnic cleansing, clearing the way for white settlement and resource exploitation. The Trail of Tears epitomized this brutal policy, forcing the Cherokee from their homelands to Indian territory. Despite adapting to European American customs, their fate was sealed by greed. The Indian Removal Act of 1830, signed by President Andrew Jackson, authorized forced relocations, violating treaties and causing immense suffering. The trail of tears, marked by disease and death, epitomized the cruelty faced by Native Americans. Their stories remind us of the human cost of America's expansion. The broken treaties and forced removals cast a long shadow, highlighting the need for healing and reconciliation. The Navajo people endured immense suffering during their forced relocation to Bosque Redondo. This period, known as the Long Walk, saw thousands of Navajo men, women, and children marched across hundreds of miles under harsh conditions. The Bosque Redondo reservation was ill-prepared to support them, leading to widespread hunger, disease, and death. Despite these hardships, the Navajo spirit remained unbroken. The Hopi people hold their sacred bundles in the highest regard, viewing them as vital links to their ancestors and spiritual world. These bundles contain items of great ceremonial importance, passed down through generations. Meanwhile, the Navajo people were making promises to their future, vowing to preserve their culture and traditions despite the ongoing challenges. Both the Hopi and Navajo communities understood the importance of maintaining their heritage in the face of adversity. The history of the Hopi and Navajo peoples serves as a stark warning for the future. The trials they faced highlight the dangers of cultural erasure and the importance of resilience. Their stories remind us to honor and protect indigenous cultures, ensuring that their voices and traditions are not lost to time. We must learn from the past to create a more inclusive and respectful future. Through centuries of trials and tribulations, the Hopi and Navajo peoples have demonstrated extraordinary strength and resilience. Their enduring spirit is a testament to their unwavering commitment to their heritage and way of life. Today, they continue to thrive, preserving their rich cultural traditions and passing them on to future generations. Their journey is a powerful reminder of the enduring human spirit and the importance of cultural preservation. Thank you for watching. Please click like, subscribe for more, and share it with friends and family.